She's gone. She ran off with him. You know, I am under a curse, Napoleon. Like a fragment of rock. Launched into space. I want everything out of here now. Everything. Everything that reminds me of her.
Bonaparte? Bonaparte! Bonaparte! I know you are here. I know you are here. You are here. I know you are. Open the door, please. Please. I beg you. Forgive me for my crimes. Whatever you think they are, forgive me.
You go away.
I did not deceive you with him. Not again. I didn't. Trust me, standing to me. It's you I love.
No, you go away.
No. No. Not to cry.
You leave me.
No. 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 Open the door. Please.
You have no shame.
No, I have no shame.
I will leave you.
No. No, I won't let you. I love you. Mama!
Father! Father, it's me! Your son! Open the door! Let us in! Open the door, Father!
Papa, please!
Please, open the door! Please! Let us in! Let us in now! Now! Father!
The last of the Swiss Guard made a stand here. The mob tore them limb from limb.
Pigs.
From my hiding place under the eaves, I watched while they brought the king, Louis, Queen Marie Antoinette and their small children out onto the balcony so that the mob could throw human excrement at them.
The day of reckoning will come. The monarchy must be restored. I consecrate my life to that.
Where are we going?
Oh, the Royal Palace.
I didn't think you liked museums.
I like the palace. Very much.
The Corsican Bonaparte. A dangerous man. A very dangerous man.
And the main salon for entertaining guests. The great, the powerful, the accomplished. Once peers, the crowned heads of Europe.
You sound like a royalist, Bonaparte.
For recreation. Let me show you the pièce de résistance.
A room to be dreamed of. You mustn't.
Come.
What dreams one could dream in a bed like this. Not here.
Why not? It's our bedroom.
What are you talking about?
It's our house. Well, I'm too young, Barras says, to be a member of the directory, so Barra and his friends are being replaced by a consulate. And this will be the residence of the first consul. Your husband.
When will this happen?
As we speak. I've sent a squad of soldiers to arrest our friend Barra. And others have been sent to reason with the Council of Elders. So the government's now completely under my control.
First consul's order! The palace is now closed to the public!
What? Where are we going?
Let's go announce to all the people that an heir has been conceived.
Move along now! Everybody out! First consul's orders! The palace is now closed to the public!
Our guests are leaving.
Keep moving. Move along now! Everybody out! Move along!
I must leave France, Drumont. If I should be discovered, it could spell disaster for the Royalist cause. You and the Marquis de Poudre will have to conduct our affairs without me. And you must prevail. If we're to restore the monarchy, Bonaparte must die.
Take your position.
Someone you know, Marchand?
Yes, someone I knew a long time ago. The Duc d'Anguien.
I am afraid.
No. Nothing in the world can harm you now. You're Bonaparte's wife. No one dare.
altered hemline here, a more modish bodice there, rose in the cheek, and I believe Monsieur Aubert's ecstatic, except I think I'm pregnant again.
By Monsieur Aubert?
Probably.
Oh, Therese, you're so lucky.
Good evening. Monsieur Prescott. Good evening. How do you do? Good evening. Very good.
More wood on these fires and pilot high. Some of the ladies here are wearing so little clothing. They must be chilly. Josephine, I wanted to greet our guest.
You haven't said hello to Therese.
Come.
You were rude to her.
I don't want to hear. The woman is an embarrassment to respectable people. 4 children. No real idea who any of the fathers are.
You are too severe, Bonaparte.
Enough now. Citizen Talleyrand is here.
Talleyrand? Citizen Talleyrand is welcome and Therese is not. He is not your friend, Bonaparte.
Well, he is no one's friend but Talleyrand's, but I need him. He is skilled, and without his help I would not be first consul. You and I would not be living in this palace. Be gracious.
Citizen Talleyrand.
Citizeness. Ah, madam. First consul. Sire. May I present Madam...
Grant. Enchanted. Hot.
Yes, sire. Suddenly it seems quite intemperate.
But if the ladies insist on nakedness, a fire is needed.
I'm so hot I could take my clothes off right here.
Shall we?
Please wait till the foreign minister and I are gone. Foreign minister.
Have I seen you somewhere before?
Not unless you do a lot of shopping.
Excuse me. I don't think guests are allowed to bring animals to the palace.
Who?
It's my brother's palace. I'm Louis Bonaparte.
He doesn't like you. Our dogs don't like Bonapartes.
Don't let my brother hear you say that.
Who?
This person is charming.
This person has her charms, yes.
A most acceptable wife. I would say.
Wife.
Why, it is unseemly for the foreign minister of France to have nothing but mistresses. In the interest of international propriety? Imperative. I would say.
A wife. As you say, sire. Forgive my hesitation. The heat seems to have muddled me.
Yes, well, for a more clement climate, I would recommend a more decorous feminine apparel.
As always, I shall most certainly see that your recommendations are circulated, sire. Will you marry me, mademoiselle?
You do like a little joke, don't you?
Yes. Nevertheless,
I don't suppose you'd like to dance with me.
No. I've danced with Bonapartes before. I'm not here tonight as a teacher.
I beg your pardon.
Hortense. This is my mother.
Well, then you are.
Hortense.
Well, I'm your brother-in-law. Oh, once removed.
Good.
We can't dance with the dog.
Oh, I'll take the dog. Give him to me.
Oh.
What was that?
Oh, my goodness.
Ah, the Fleur-de-Lis. Royalists. And my old predecessors. For the English Union Jack would be a fitting symbol, since it is the English that are behind them. Supporting them, financing them, goading them on. It's always the damned English. Go, search the grounds. Well, death to the tyrant, Bonaparte. Musicians! Play!
At last, fresh air.
Who could have thrown it?
Perhaps the hand of God. I'm joking, of course.
You men, check the garden. Yes, sir. The rest of you, scour the ground. Yes, sir, you heard him. Come on, let's go.
Excellent, huh? The bishop will tell the archbishop will tell the cardinal, and the cardinal will tell the pope.
What will he tell him?
That the First Consul of France wishes a reconciliation with the Church of Rome. A concordat.
Do you have the power to do that?
No, not yet. Soon. Must come, though, no? My mother was right. In the eyes of the Vatican and their friends here, you're none more than my concubine. You were courageous, as always.
It would be nice to see Hortense and your brother Louis married in a church. He's proposed to her. They want your blessing.
Louis and Hortense. She's openly rude and antagonistic to him at every meeting.
That's because she loves him.
Women. She's too young. Besides, he's too immature.
Our blood, Bonaparte. Yours and mine.
Have my blessing. Oh, thank you for the gift of Hortense.
Are your agents reliable, Fouché?
Western Europe, you know that. They served the Bourbons and the Republic. And more than once, the Austrians and the Prussians. With the consent of the government, of course.
Of course. But do they serve the First Consul?
They follow my orders.
Really? And what do they sniff on the wind?
A royalist plot simmering. It's hard to tell who, what, or where the real leaders are. Royalists die well under torture.
Concentrate on the First Consul's official public appearances. For example, he's to dedicate a memorial to the casualties of the Italian campaign, and there's the premiere of a Haydn work at the opera. I'll let you know of others.
Your wife is charming, citizen.
Oh?
Your wife.
Oh, yes, yes. Of course. Your wife is charming too, Fouché.
She's not my wife, she's my mistress. I don't have a wife.
Then you are doubly blessed, citizen.
We'll take the delivery from here.
Take care. There's enough gunpowder in this cart to blow up the whole square.
As intended. Take up your post, where you can see Napoleon Bonaparte's carriage approaching the Rue d'Ax. Signal when you do, and I'll light the fuse.
No, Mary, I want the opera leave. We're going to the opera.
Well, late. What's keeping you?
I'm hurrying as fast as I can.
And where is your husband?
He detests opera.
If that were an excuse, I'd stay home too.
Do you realize, Papa, that now that I'm married to Louis, you're both my papa and my brother-in-law?
Well, then both of them are going to be late.
Well, why don't you go ahead? We'll catch up with you.
Well, perhaps I will.
Please do.
The new opera is called The Creation. And I will wager Herr Haydn created The Creation in less time than it takes this woman to create her face.
Go. Women are saints. Louise, perfect.
We'll go on ahead.
Young woman, my wheel's loose. I must find someone to repair it. Would you hold the reins for me while I go? I'll only be a moment.
So much, sir?
The cart is very important to me, my dear.
Thank you, sir.
Very pretty. God bless you.
You all right?
Are you all right? Hortense is hurt. She's cut.
They'll pay. Every one of them. I swear it. They will pay.
Who's your leader? Tell us and you'll die quickly. Who's your leader? Who is your leader? If he doesn't need a tongue, then tear it out. Fool.
How is she?
She's asleep. Her cut's the surface. She'll be all right. May I?
You know, I wonder. Just wonder who of your aristocratic friends from the old days would have the most stature with his peers.
Oh, Bonaparte, I don't want to talk about them. They've suffered enough.
Oh, you misunderstand me. I'm not seeking to punish anyone here. I have to talk. That is the reason we're such a person, no? I mean, I have to convince them they work against their own interests with these acts of terror. Huh? Delay the day of their repatriation. Believe me, I seek understanding here, not retribution. I just wonder who in the hearts of your friends will be most respected.
Well, the most highly regarded seems to be... One hears the Duc d'Enghien spoken of in those terms.
The Duc d'Enghien?
Yes. Bonaparte, where are you going? What are you going to do? Bonaparte!
I want the Duc d'Enghien. Now, where is he?
He is not on French soil. Any attempt to apprehend him would be an act of military aggression.
Where is he?
Boucher.
Citizen Talleyrand is right, General. He is in Ettenheim, in Baden, a German state just across the border. He has sanctuary under the protection of the Prince of Baden.
I don't give a damn. You arrest him.
At the very least, a crime.
I protest. This is an illegal act.
We have a special case here. The Duc d'Enghien is asked to give his own execution commands.
Permission has been granted, as he is a former ranking officer in the army. I never liked them. They usually lose their nerve. You're the best marksman in the battalion, which is why you've been assigned this duty.
Be alert. What we don't want here is a badly wounded man. What we want is a dead man.
Ready! Aim! De Villefort? Traitor!
You double-crosser! You tricked me!
Yes, he murdered 25 innocent people. He didn't care if he murdered you and Hortense to get to me. I won't allow anyone to threaten me or mine. It's not my nature. Besides, it's bad politics.
Talleyrand said your execution was worse than a crime. It was a blunder. The royal houses of Russia, of Austria, and of Prussia have formed a coalition against you.
And Sweden.
Is that good politics?
Please, I've united Europe. Only for the moment. Besides, that's a good start for what I have in mind.
We call you the upstart.
But what do they matter? They're only kings and queens. I teach them not to patronize an emperor.
What? What are you saying?
I've decided to declare myself emperor.
Why?
Yeah, why not? Who deserves a crown more than I? Well, certainly not these lily-livered miscreants sitting on the thrones of Europe now. Huh? What have they done? They deserve the right to rule. Their blood's as pale as cologne. They're foolish from inbreeding. Listen, I proved my right with might. Now I'll assert that right. They stand against me, I brush them aside. Put my own kings and queens on their thrones.
Dear God.
You will approve. Listen, we made a concordat with Rome. The Pope himself will attend our coronation, my little empress.
I am afraid.
No, you mustn't be. I'll let no harm come to you ever. Listen, do you realize you were the mother of the heir to the throne of France? You should look for a place in the country. I mean, princes need fresh air and sunshine as much as their subjects.
Bonaparte. What if I cannot?
No, you will. Because we'll make it a priority. Listen, the keystone to the stability of royal or imperial power is an heir. And a ruler, however powerful, well, he's considered no more than a passing phenomenon so long as he has no heir. So we'll make it our first priority.
But if I could not, would you still love me?
I don't love you now. You know that. You're my obsession, my addiction. Mad. Where could she be? Well, she asked for a private audience with the Pope. It's rather more religious than necessary, I would say.
Perhaps a special prayer for the Empire, Napoleon.
Napoleon is too informal under the circumstances now, Boregan.
Of course, when others are around.
At all times, Boregan.
Yes, sir.
You mean you are not married by the church, Empress?
No, Your Holiness.
What's to be done? There is only one thing to be done. We must marry you at once. First the wedding and then the coronation. I now pronounce you man and wife. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
You're no more married than I did before.
the name of God the Father, God the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I crown you.
I crown myself, Napoleon I, Emperor of France. And you, I crown the Empress Josephine.
May I speak, sire?
Speak.
What about me? Am I to have nothing just because my husband is dead?
Who gave him the syphilis that killed him?
Fishwife.
Oh, I may be, but I'm going to be a queen.
Is she Napoleon? Sire?
No, she is not.
Then why is she?
Because she's married to a king. I'm to be the King of Holland. Am I not, Sire?
Louis gets Holland, and I have to settle for a disease-ridden place like Naples.
You'll abide by my decisions in these matters. I'll see to it that you girls are at least princesses, somehow. Lucien.
I want nothing from you. You betrayed France and the revolution for a crown.
Betrayed them? I go now to fight the enemies of France. The Austrians have put the royalty back on the throne.
We have our own, Napoleon I.
Lucien, what about my husband?
He can be a princess's husband.
And a general.
What are you now, Gianpaolo, a captain?
Giancarlo, sire. I'm a lieutenant, sire.
He'll be a major.
Why not a general?
He can be a general and come to Austria with me to fight. Would you like to come to Austria with me to fight?
Thank you very much, sire. I've always wanted to be a major.
A colonel.
All right, go. All of you, please. Now! I want to be alone with my wife.
At least we know who'll be the next emperor of France, don't we? Her son.
I doubt that, Pauline. Please call upon me, Napoleon, before you leave. That is, if your wife doesn't mind.
Yes, I will try. As it is, I'll be up all night, every night with paperwork.
Try.
Then can it be my fault? It must be.
No, my son, no.
Why? She is conceived before, Mama. I have no such proof. Don't lie to me. Was there something in my childhood?
No.
What, an illness? A fever?
No.
Why? The old affliction does not leave me.
Your father suffered that, and I bore 8 of you.
If I could know for sure.
There is a way.
How?
Pauline has a young friend,
healthy, pure girl, if she were to conceive, you could be certain. Where's your friend Claudine, the virgin?
She couldn't wait forever, Mama. This is her younger sister, Georgette.
Are you a virgin?
I think so.
We'll see. Over there.
I feel like I'm a cow up for auction.
And there is only one buyer. But he is the Emperor of France.
Bonaparte?
I saw her. Coming from the guest apartments.
You were making love to her, weren't you?
Yes.
Writhing around naked with some other woman. Like a pair of barnyard animals. I hate you!
How dare you dictate to me?
You are a pig!
I am the Emperor of France.
A fornicator, an adulterer, and a snake!
And I have the right to answer all your complaints with an everlasting eye.
You think that anything you take into your head
You want to agree to anything I take into my head?
You think that laws of morality do not apply to you?
They don't!
A fine tribute to your revolution!
I am this revolution!
That's why you want to place in the country, isn't it? For me, so you can keep your freedom from me. For your women.
You hate me.
Don't touch me! Get off me!
is my fault that we have no child of our own. I had to find out.
No, it's my fault. I know it is.
Nothing to me.
I had an accident in Plombier.
Nothing.
I didn't tell you.
What accident? What accident?
A fall.
Well, the young woman in Egypt didn't fall.
Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
I won't let you go.
My darling. Oh, my darling. What?
I made myself an emperor. I decreed. I will decree an heir. Hortense and Louis, huh? If her baby's a boy, I'll declare him my heir. It's our blood.
Could you?
It's our blood. You said it. It's our blood. It's our blood. Oh, Hortense's baby. Hortense's baby. Oh, Josephine.
What was she like? That girl. What did she do? Did she do the things I do?
Once again, the royal houses of Europe are aligned against me. They threaten to take back the territory we have placed under the protection of the French. I'm committing 73,000 troops to fight the enemy at Austerlitz. Why they come to surrender? To the upstart.
Charles Napoleon or Napoleon Charles?
Napoleon II.
Someday. I changed the wet nurse. Baby's appetite should improve. Don't you think, Mama?
Well, yes, I'm sure it will, darling.
They're celebrating. His brother, the King of Holland, has had a boy. And now our emperor has an heir.
The Duc d'Enghien was right. I am a traitor. I was a traitor to my class, my blood, my kind. And now my revolution has an emperor all of its own. Ah, what traitors we can be, and with what ease.
Do you know what's the matter with you, Marchand? You read too much.
My baby. My baby.
ambassador.
You're a queen. You're a queen.
Behave like one.
Prussia. Must be Prussia. No, this is Poland. We're gonna fight the Russians in Poland. Huh? We'll have all banded together against us, Sergeant. All these royal houses of Europe. You see, our revolution made people of property and high birth fear us. Made them desperate. Desperate men take desperate measures. If they weren't such fools, they might realize we're just another empire like all the rest.
But why aren't they cheering?
Because they're Poles. Did you cheer Poles marching into Paris?
They'll never make it to Paris.
They trusted God, eh? They should have put their faith in artillery.
I'm Napoleon Bonaparte. What is your name?
Maria Valeska.
I would like to be your friend, Maria Valeska. Will you be mine?
This is my husband, Excellency, Count Valeski.
You honor us with your presence, sire.
Your house is charming, Count Valeski. Yes, it has the feel of France about it, no?
We Poles have always admired your culture, occasionally to a fault, but we have never yet been disenchanted. I hope we never shall be. If you admire horseflesh, Lieutenant, perhaps you would care to see our stables. We breed here.
Thank you.
You will forgive us?
Through here.
Yes.
Would you care for some champagne? It's French.
No, thank you. What is all this about, Madame Valeska? Why have you and I so obviously been left alone together?
It's about patriotism, General Bonaparte. You've conquered Poland. You go to Warsaw to dictate the terms of the peace. We would like you to be generous to Poland. In return, we will be generous to you.
Well, in what way, Madame Valeska?
After our chance meeting, I told my husband that I thought you found me attractive.
You told him that?
Yes.
Well, your husband seems a most vital man for...
He's 70. And he is. And I love him or I would not have married him.
Well, I do. Find you attractive.
You'll be here for the winter. We have a house in the mountains. You could be comfortable there. And I would do everything in my power to make it enjoyable.
Well, you are direct. I believe I would like that glass of champagne, Madame Valeska.
Maria.
I give up! Please, I surrender!
Please don't. I don't want this. I accepted the possibility of having a child, but I didn't count on falling in love with you. It's sad to be in love with someone who's in love with someone else. A scientific principle. No two things can occupy the same place at the same time.
Well, love isn't a thing, it's an idea.
All the more real.
So what will you do?
My husband will declare the child his own. We've already discussed it. We'll have a bright new life in our lives. And you and I will never see one another again for as long as we live. Spring snow can fall for days. We could be buried here. They say it warms you after a time.
I am so glad that you are having our child.
So am I.
Josephine, I have to confess you won me over to roses after a lifelong devotion to tulips. These yellow ones are perfection.
Something wrong? Are you all right? The rumors are going around Paris about Bonaparte and that woman. The Polish girl.
Rumors, dear. Just rumors.
I wrote to Eugene, insisting on the truth. He could not lie to me. Oh, Therese, Bonaparte is in love with her. I know he is. I can feel it. Why else would he be coming back just now but to tell me? Oh, Therese, you are my friend. What would you do?
Go away. Don't wait for a man to bring you bad news. Go anywhere, doesn't matter. Just make him miss you and then he'll follow you.
Yes.
Anyway, what makes you think that this particular woman...
Therese. She's 17.
In love? Well, you underestimate your husband.
Forgive me.
It is you who must forgive me. The Polish woman, Maria Waleska, is with child. I am the father. I must have an heir, the crown must have continuity now, and France must be taken seriously by other nations.
But surely that child cannot be your heir?
No.
But it does give you proof, doesn't it?
Yes.
You are going to divorce me, aren't you? When? When?
As soon as possible, and it must be public. Since Royal births, deaths, and divorces are best done in full view of history.
What will happen to me?
Josephine,
What will I do without you?
you will never be without me, ever. And this will make no difference between us. None. Before God and this company, I ask petition for a bill of divorcement. We take these actions well, God alone knows what this awful resolve has cost me. And I have courage for it only because it serves France. And I've only gratitude to express to my wife.
Devoid now, as I am, of all hope of bearing a child for France. I, with a full heart,
with a full heart and serene in the knowledge that I am performing an action that will benefit the state.
I've been through your list of requirements for a bride. She must be of an old throne, not a more recent one.
Yes, ours is fresh enough.
Her family must have alliances with already strongly allied nations.
It's really the Italians, more than a few of the German states. So,
She must be sweet, kindly, sensual, cheery, and diverting. You are very demanding.
Oh, I'm spoiled.
Well, my choice is Mary Louise of Austria. She's a Habsburg. She's quite attractive, I'm told. That is, if you like, lively 18-year-old princesses.
Yes, the commitment's already been made.
I'm Princess Marie-Louise, sire.
Come.
Napoleon II. This fine boy. Yes. Oh. Oh. Here you are. I'm so proud of both of you. I really must go.
Where are you going?
To fight a war. To the last war. Why, after this, no one.
No one will ever challenge us. Ever again.
You're not going to fight Papa again, are you?
No. Why, we're going to fight the Russians.
Oh, that's all right then.
I retreat now from Moscow. After months of repeated victories, the Russian winter has become my enemy. I entered Russia with 450,000 men. And I leave now with 40,000.
After I divorced your mother that I knew. I knew I had lost what was most, well, precious to me. I had gained the whole world. Well, we must get back to Paris and find a way to turn the tide. Huh? But we shall lose the whole world. We won't.
Marshal!
I'm here. It will be all right. I'll get you back.
It's too late. Too late. Leave me. Go back over the bridge. No. Go on. Don't lose the others. Do me a favor, Sergeant. For a comrade, Sergeant.
A favor. Marshal. I'll get the sniper for you. Up in the trees. Can you see him? Watch him fall.
It's hard to believe there's not a French uniform among them. Every country in Europe smelled the blood of France on the steppes of Russia. How they all want a taste of it for themselves, like wolves.
The occupying forces won't address themselves to the subject of your disposition, sire, until you abdicate the throne.
Well, I'm sure you've something for me to sign in that regard.
As it happens.
Well, what do they want to do with me? Shoot me? Hang me?
There is a body of opinion on both sides, sire. Also, exile.
Where?
A rather rocky, rainy, rat-infested island in the South Atlantic called St. Helena, for which the English had been unable to find a proper use until now.
Well, if you have any influence with the new rulers, and I'm sure you will, you vote for shooting first.
I'll try my best, sire. General.
So, Talleyrand, what will you do now?
I am going to divorce my wife.
St. Helena? What do the English want to do? Kill him? If he is sent there, he will surely die.
I sympathize, but...
Not St. Helena. It is a place fit only for wharf rats, monsoons, and Englishmen.
But they want their revenge.
Oh, damn the English.
Are you all right?
Well enough. And spring will see me fit again, I'm sure. Exile, yes. All right. And there is a place. Elba. It's a small island near Corsica. His homeland. A miniature version of Corsica.
I was on a ship once that ran aground off Elba. Lovely for the length of a long morning, and then you have seen all there is to see of Elba. And there is never anything to do.
Isn't that punishment enough? I'll never see him again. In this life, I know it.
Josephine.
Forgive me. My makeup is askew. I overlaid it for our meeting. For whatever good it might do. I wanted to look my best for you.
I have always found you the most desirable of women. You know that.
If that is the price for your influence, I would pay it. Gladly.
I'll do what I can. But there's no need for a bribe. Indulge me, please. Let me, for once in my life, do something that is not solely in my own self-interest.
Thank you. And good day.
The other door, if you will. I am about to receive the occupying forces. I'll do my best for General Bonaparte, and for you, I promise. And whatever they decide to send him, I shall try to arrange a last meeting for the two of you. Though in all candor, I can't hold out much hope for such a concession. No man in history has ever made so many enemies.
Say farewell for me.
Will I see you again, Father?
Well, arrangements must be made now. Hey, don't you worry about me. We will see each other again. You're my son. So where is she?
She's upstairs. She's not feeling well.
Well, go cheer her up.
Please forgive the way I look. I've been under the weather all winter.
Well, it's spring again. You gotta get up, get out. There's some roses back in these cheeks.
You know what your biggest problem is, Bonaparte?
Hmm.
You have too much energy.
That's true. Sometimes even I find it offensive.
Come and sit down with me. Tell me all your news. How is your son?
He's wonderful. He's a fine boy. He's got spanking good health.
Is he going to be a soldier?
No, I don't think so. He's too tall for a soldier. You know, he's got that Habsburg height. He's too good a target. I want him to be a mathematician. You know, like me. I think I love the mathematics of the artillery. It's good training for an emperor.
Will he go with you to Elba?
Not right away, no. His mother's taken him to Vienna. Just for a while. Just as well. Give me some time to get some things done I need to do there. You know, I'm building a road. Real road, you know, modern road. It's not there now. The people, they need it. I get them prospering before they even know it.
Yes.
That road's going to span the entire length of that island, so... Won't take too long to build, because the island's only 10 kilometers. I shall have my empire there. I shall be Napoleon the First, Emperor of Elba. I get musicians to play the Mafier. That's the bones to pick with those historians, huh? They're so stupid. They really believe there was a Europe before me, you know. Perhaps someday you come to visit. Hmm?
Yes. I would like that very much.
Good. Just let me know when you feel up to it.
Give me something to look forward to.
Josephine. My Josephine. You're tired. I gotta go.
Forgive me.
Never. Come no goodbyes.
No goodbyes.
You know, I do have a confession to make to you. Because for all these years, you know I lied to you. I said I was obsessed with you. I was. I still am, but I lied. Because I said I didn't love you. And I do. I love you. I have loved you. And I will. Always.
Josephine died as Napoleon Bonaparte began his exile on the island of Elba. He died 7 years later, on May 5th, 1821, at the age of 51. His last words were, France, the army. At the head of the army, Josephine.